Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll be doing a detailed camera review of the new iQOO 90. So iQOO 90 is the latest device from iQOO, and this device comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1 chip. This is right now the most powerful chip for Android. So it's really a flagship device in terms of performance. You get really great experience in terms of performance. There is also gaming aspects included, but in this video we'll be limiting only to the camera aspect of this device. So it comes with a triple camera setup. It's a 50 megapixel triple camera setup, and you also get a selfie camera. So how good is the camera for this price segment? So it's priced around the 50,000 price segment, so that's making it a premium flagship device. So for that pricing, how good the camera is, that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So before getting started, if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's talk about the camera hardware first. So it has a primary 50 megapixel sensor. It's the Samsung's GN5 sensor. It's f1.8 aperture, and secondary you get a 13 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. Now that's a welcome part, because still a lot of flagship devices are using the 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera in this price segment. So that's something changed with iQOO 90, a 13 megapixel ultra wide, and you also get a telephoto lens. It's a 12 megapixel telephoto lens with 2x optical zoom, and it can go up to 20x digital zoom for photos and 10x digital zoom for video recording. So that's the rear camera aspect. Now on the front camera you get a 16 megapixel selfie camera, f2.5 aperture. So let's go straight into the camera samples and see how good the experience is. So first let's have a look at the daylight shots. Here you can see that the camera produces good details, vibrant colors and good sharpness levels too. The dynamic range is also great, and it resolves shadows very well. The colors are good, but occasionally you can see the sky colors a bit boosted and saturated, especially the greens. But that has been the case with most iQOO devices. The images have a predominantly cooler tone, but that isn't bad by any means. The detailing and sharpness levels are good, and this is evident when you pixel peep. Overall, the daylight shots have come good, and there isn't anything to complain here unless you're looking for extremely natural images or you don't like saturated images. The ultra-wide angle camera also delivers great details and comparable to the primary camera, since iQOO is using a 13 megapixel ultra-wide angle shooter. The photos are very crisp, although there is a drop in sharpness when it comes to the edges, but not a major concern though. The dynamic range is also good and maintains good quality overall. The colors are similar to the primary sensor, and there is a bit of saturation evident even in the ultra-wide angle camera. The phone also comes with 12 megapixel telephoto lens, which can do 2x optical zoom, and the quality of 2x optical zoom looks good. It maintains the same level of sharpness and detailing of the primary camera. The dynamic range is once again good, and you can also do 20x zoom with the telephoto lens, which is more of a digital zoom. This isn't great actually, but acceptable for occasional shots. The colors are once again pretty good though. Now moving on to the close-up images, here you can see good details and sharpness levels are once again impressive. Once again the colors are a bit boosted and saturated. There is also a macro mode available, which does a good job and probably one of the better macro modes in this price segment. The colors are once again good, and adequate details are offered for the macro camera. Now moving on to the portraits, here the portraits are handled by the 2x telephoto lens. The portraits have great quality, good skin tones and sharpness levels are very good. The subject separation is good, and it detects it well even with complex backgrounds. The images are sharp and offers plenty of details too. While you can also shoot portraits in 1x, we felt that it was a bit soft in detailing. Now moving on to the low light images. In indoor and artificial light, it produces great details and colors are good. The noise is kept to minimum. In indoor shots in artificial light, it came out quite well. Moving on to the night mode, here also you get good details and sharpness levels is maintained, and noise is controlled to an extent. The highlights are preserved well. What you won't see here is over brightening of the night shots for shadows, but here you get a feel of actual light rather than boosting the images with more light. The night mode is available for all the three cameras, and this is once again done very well. The selfies on the iQOO 90 is handled by the 16 megapixel shooter. The selfies looks good and the skin tones are also done well. The colors are good, the dynamic range is nice and wide. The selfies do exhibit a bit of over sharpening at times since we turned off the beauty mode. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you can let us know what do you think about the selfies. There is a portrait mode for selfies. Here once again you can see a bit of over sharpened images. Moving on to the video recording, it can do 4K 60 fps using the primary and the telephoto lens, while the ultra wide angle is limited to 1080p resolution. The video quality looks good in 4K 60 fps, but it does not feature electronic image stabilization, and stabilization is handled by OIS alone, and hence you can see a bit of shaky footage especially when moving, but the quality is still good. There is also 4K 30 fps which does OIS plus EIS, and the video quality is good. Similarly, for 1080p resolution, 60 and 30 fps there is EIS on offer, and the quality looks good overall. The ultra wide angle camera can do 1080p video with stabilization. While there is a good quality on offer, the colors are a bit muted or looks more natural compared to the primary camera. But once again, the stabilization is good. The telephoto lens can do 2x zoom in videos, and it can go up to 10x with digital zoom in the video. The quality is decent though. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with iQOO 90. It can record videos in 1080p resolution at 30 fps. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is. So that was a detailed camera review of the iQOO 90. So summing up, how does the iQOO 90 stack up in the camera department in the 50,000 price segment? So overall we feel iQOO 90 offers good imaging capabilities. So one thing what is common across all the lenses is slight saturation issues, but again not many people would complain or rather dislike the saturation issues. A lot of people do like saturated images, but if you're looking for very natural colors, this may not be offering the best natural colors out there, but they are a bit boosted. But otherwise the sharpness levels, detailing, the dynamic range, everything looks good across all the three lenses, and the ultra wide angle camera also offers great detailing. You get a telephoto lens, not many of phone offers telephoto at this price segment. So once again the camera setup is good. A bit of fine tuning for colors could do better performance for the iQOO 90. That's what we feel. iQOO phones have always been known for slightly saturated images, so that's the case with iQOO 90 as well. So overall we feel it's a good package out there, especially with video recording. 4K 60 fps is offered, optical image stabilization is there, great portraits are offered. There is also macro mode, and it doesn't go with the lackluster 2 megapixel macro. Instead it is using the ultra wide angle camera for macros, so that's again one good thing here. And apart from that you also get good selfies, although there is a bit of over sharpening issues in the selfies that needs to be addressed if you are not using the beauty mode, but otherwise it's a good package, all-round package with iQOO 90, and most people won't have anything to complain with iQOO 90 unless you are looking for extremely natural images. iQOO 90 will be a good choice in terms of camera department. So that was our detailed camera review of the iQOO 90. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.